Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to the Jumbo and Low Show. This is episode 1A. Put those fingers down.
This is technically episode 2.
1A. The number one podcast within a quarter mile. I checked. None of my residents have podcasts. We're number one, baby. I don't know if you heard today. I doubt it. Kim Ng, first female general manager in the MLB. That's some good news.
She's the first GM in all major sports to be female.
Really? I thought it was just the MLB.
No, it's
Wow.
all professional. I don't know if it's the world or just North American major sports, but it's a big deal.
Yeah, I think it's North America. And you know, for once, I was actually scrolling through Twitter and Reddit, trying to see the commentary. No hate. No hate. Usually when...
She's like a MLB lifer.
Yeah.
I read that it was like 30 years in the league. She started as an intern.
Yeah.
And then she made her way up.
She started at the White Sox, I think, as an intern, and she made her way up to assistant GM for
I
two
saw
teams.
like a little graphic they made for her. She has like 3 World Series. And then her statement was like, I want to build a championship, like something. I'm not going to quote her.
I'm very excited.
It's not a real quote. But not the Dolphins. The Marlins are a building team.
They are. I mean, they made the playoffs for the first time in 17 years.
They have like how many first, like top 10 draft picks in the system?
No, and their minor league, the prospects that they have
Yeah, that's what I mean.
are just incredible.
Yeah.
They have a great farm system. I remember, you know, when we drafted Sixto Sanchez, and you know we're gonna produce this guy over time and let him take his time in the minor leagues. We bring him up. He's a stud. So there is a lot of optimism down there now, with you know playoff appearances on a resume and with the first female GM, like that's incredible. But just going back to the actual, you know, significance of this decision, I was scrolling through all the Twitter and Reddit. No hate at all. That's incredible.
She doesn't deserve hate.
Of course not. I mean, I know. I think every person.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't know who she was before.
You did a little research.
I had to do research after it was named, but I mean, she is now the first female GM in major league
And that's
sports.
a great step in towards you know, diversifying sports in general.
I also read for the Marlins, like aside from Derek Jeter,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot her last name, like Caroline something's like the CFO or COO, something like that.
You know
like,
a lot more baseball than I do.
well, basically, like 3 out of the 3 most important people in the organization, 2 of them are female leading that team, and now
Really?
they're in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, it's incredible steps.
What is it? Flip the M.
Flip the M.
That's the thing, right? Flip the M. I used to
for
work
the-
for
for
the
the-
Marlins.
for the
so
W?
yeah.
You used to work for the Marlins?
Yeah.
I never heard about. I know you used to work for Daktronics for like the for the Miami Dolphins. You went to Hard Rock.
I went to the Marlins Park too.
Oh, you did?
Marlins Park was the best because like there was like already like a set like staircase for the video board, so you just can go up there safely, unlike other venues.
Boca. If we're gonna talk about how much we hate FAU again.
No. In fact, FIU's video board is pretty dangerous.
But this move that we see with Kim becoming the first general manager in the move, do you think we're going to see more of these moves in the future?
I hope so, but again, like she's qualified. Like she has
100%.
30 years. Like definitely like beat the pat. Like she worked for the Yankees too.
Mm-hmm.
She worked for the commissioner's office.
Assistant vice president.
She's definitely qualified, and I hope we get to see more like that.
Yeah, I'm the thing that's just a concern of mine just for the future going into her career, because now there's a spotlight on her
Yeah.
being the first, you know, person of, you know, first woman general manager. I'm expecting a barrage of, you know, criticism coming her way, and that's what I'm very scared of.
I think
Now there's a spotlight on her.
I hope that a lot of people don't overestimate the Marlins. It was a shortened season.
Yeah, that's why.
Like every single like person and like analyst said that like, oh, this if there's any year, this is the Marlins
Yeah.
year, because it was just a shortened year, and like okay.
Anything can happen within those 60 games, and it did.
And the Marlins squeaked into the playoffs.
They really
too.
did.
It wasn't even like, oh, they dominated.
They went 31-29.
They dominated at the beginning. They were dominant.
At the beginning of the
they
year.
always start off hot.
They always do. They always win the first series, second series.
And they sizzle out into like the middle pack, and then sometimes it gets really rough. But they had 2 MVPs on their team.
Yelich and Stanton. And they got rid of them.
They were built to win. Like they were a good
They
team.
had Ozuna in the outfield as well.
It was that year that they had Hanley Ramirez. I'm blanking out. You see, I shouldn't even try to say names. It was that year that they had Hanley and that other guy at shortstop that was really big.
Ooh, I think I know who you're talking about. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but he was really good.
Yeah, but
I'm so sorry to the shortstop. He was so good that I think he made Hanley move to like first base.
I don't remember Hanley playing at first base. But yeah, we obviously now have these expectations to reach the playoffs again as a franchise that just actually, not only made the playoffs, but actually won a series in the playoffs. And everyone on this franchise is going to have a spotlight on them. It's going to be Jeter, it's going to be Kim, it's going to be the entire playing staff, Mattingly as well. They're expected to reach there again, and my fear is that if they don't replicate that success, Mattingly, the NL Manager of the Year, is going to have a hot seat on him. Kim is going to be labeled as a bust, which would not look good.
It was Jose Reyes, by the way.
Jose Reyes, I remember him. He was from Toronto.
Yeah, he was really good. It was him, Ramirez, and it was also Yelich was starting off. Stanton was just popping off. We had Jose Fernandez.
Rest in peace, yeah.
Rest in peace. No, that dude was our franchise. That's why we're back to where we started. Yeah. But she should not get a bunch of criticism.
Of course not.
She's still the Marlins are still a rebuilding team. Don't get it wrong. They made the playoffs.
I don't expect them to make the playoffs this year.
Look how much it took for the Dodgers to win one.
It took a long time.
It took a long time and a lot of millions of dollars.
Yeah, getting Mookie Betts, yeah.
I love
that guy's good.
Yeah.
But in the event that people do at the end of next season come after her and label her as a bust, I feel like this is just gonna take us back.
I don't think the Marlins fan base are that.
No, I'm just talking about Major League Baseball and sports in general. I don't because we have an issue with minorities getting into positions of power.
That's true, but I don't.
I.e. the Rooney Rule in the NFL.
I think personally, the Marlins just aren't on the spotlight like that.
I think we are now. With the whole entire bottom feeder mentality and that chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, but
I didn't expect this story to be all over ESPN today. The Masters are on. That
I mean, it's pretty big news. It's the first female GM in Major League
I just didn't
Sports.
expect it. I'm extremely happy about it. I just didn't expect it to hit the airways. Now everyone knows about it, which is great. But at the same time, it's this concern that I have of not replicating the same success and everything going down the pipe.
We're gonna see what happens. I mean, replicate what success. They've had one playoff run and they got swept in the first. Not swept, but what was it, 4-2? No, they beat the 1-game series, right?
Or we beat the Cubs in the first. We beat them
3 games.
We beat them 2-0. Yeah,
2-0.
We beat them 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
And then I think got swept by the Braves.
But the Braves were really good. The Braves took the Dodgers 3-1, and then the Dodgers had to come back.
I was actually more fearful of the Braves than the Dodgers.
The Braves are a good team, but the Dodgers fight.
Yeah, you guys had to come back from a 3-1 deficit to win that series.
Yeah, and then people thought that we'd lose the World Series too because we're choke artists. But we're not.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping the Rays would win.
Everyone did.
I mean, because think about it. The Lightning won the Stanley Cup. Imagine the Rays.
Tampa, no. And then everyone's like, oh, the Rays are going to win. And then the Lightning won. And then the Bucks are so good. The Bucks are so good.
And then they'll get their basketball team. Imagine a basketball team in Tampa Bay. I don't think it'd fit.
I don't think, besides the Magic, this is the Heat are such a prevalent team down here that
I don't think anyone cares about the Magic.
Back when Shaq was in it, and Dwight Howard.
Oh, and what was the other guy's name? The one
Mo
that
Bamba?
No, not Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba's pretty big.
Wow, he had a song. That's why everyone knows him. Who's the one that played with Shaq?
When?
Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway played
with Shaq.
Yeah, in Orlando?
Yeah. They went to a finals. You don't remember? Against Houston, I believe.
Did they win?
No, they lost.
Shaq won with Miami. We're built different down here.
Speaking of the NBA, we also have the new starting date for the NBA, which is December 22nd.
I'm happy as a fan. I'm so upset if I were if
Why?
I were a player.
I was actually gonna bring that up.
Upset.
I was gonna bring that. Why would you be upset?
Because there's only 70 days of a break, dude. That's like going in
for who though?
For the Heat.
For the Lakers. And for the Lakers, that's 2 of 30 teams.
I guess.
That's 2 of 30 teams.
Yeah, I guess. Because only some teams were invited to the bubble, right?
There were 22 teams in total invited to the bubble. and within a week, 8 of those teams were gone.
Imagine being that bad team.
6 of them were gone.
Didn't get into the bubble, and then you had to wait.
Who was it? It was the Knicks, Warriors, Hawks.
The Warriors are happy though. They need to get healthy.
They do need to get. They gave him a lot of time to heal.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that Steph was healthy, but I don't think they wanted him to play.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure. Steph's getting old.
What is he, like 30?
To me, once you pass like 27 and you haven't won a chip, the clock is ticking. Like if you're
Unless you're LeBron James.
Enough, yeah. But like he won one when he was like 28, 29.
Yeah, and now he won one at 35.
The clock was ticking when he joined Miami and he hadn't won one yet. Remember, like that was like his big thing. Like, oh, he hasn't won a ring yet. He hasn't won a ring yet. Imagine had he not won a ring.
Gave us 2.
And gave us 2. No.
Actually, Dwayne Wade gave us 2. LeBron was just part of the process. Let's set that straight.
I'd like to thank Ray Allen and Chris Bosh, the unsung heroes of the NBA championship.
Without them, we would have gone 1-3 in the finals.
Yeah. Off of one play.
One play. The most historic play in Miami Heat history. But yeah, so you have 2 teams that are only getting 7 weeks off going into the break. And you're getting, obviously, another 4 teams that are going into the break maybe with just 8 weeks or 9 weeks. And you see that as an issue?
I think the Heat were pretty beat up after the finals.
Yeah, we had Draj and Adebayo struggling with injuries.
Dude, we could have fought in that series. I'm so upset.
I'm very upset about that as well.
I think the injuries really got to us, but that's excuses. And to be more on topic here, I'm glad the NBA is coming back.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the Christmas games, like the 4th game.
Bubble basketball part 2.
No, it's not gonna be in the bubble.
It's not in the bubble?
No. Everyone's just gonna play at their home court.
Really?
Yeah, no fans, of course. The NBA is very strict with that.
There's no bubble?
No.
The bubble, oh yeah, I remember. I saw articles after the bubble. They're like, oh, the bubble was awful. Like, people were getting, like, unfortunately, like, mental health issues.
Okay, I understand that.
Like, separation anxiety and all that stuff.
I understand that, but I don't think it was all that bad.
I saw the bubble as I just had to watch the bubble. If I had to live in the bubble, that'd be a different story.
Why?
I would not want to
all
live in
inclusive
bubble.
amenities? Bro, I saw Taco Fall and Jason Tatum playing golf one day in volleyball.
Yeah, but like...
Everything's free. Like, I understand they're away from their families, but like, come on. You and me are not tied down. We don't have any kids. Wouldn't you want to enjoy some free time? No?
No.
Why?
I'd be stuck. I'm against authority like that. I don't want to be stuck.
You don't want to be held down by the man?
I'd be the one, that the guy that got caught, like, trying to bring in, like, I'm not going to say it.
Oh, who?
What's that guy, that player that tried to bring in, like, his girlfriend? Not girlfriend. But
side piece. No, I remember Lou. The only person I remember was Lou Williams going to Atlanta to get the best wings at a strip club.
Yeah. I forgot. I think it was with we're not going to mention his name. He did his time.
Oh, I think he was a Kings player.
It's okay. We don't have to say his name. He did his time.
No, I don't remember his name. I think I was referring to the team. But yeah, you don't like to be held down by that type of authority. No, you wouldn't want Adam Silver down your throat.
I want to be able to go to my house and see my family. They didn't get to see their family until like the end.
Yeah, when the playoffs started, you were allowed to. I think it was the second round of the playoffs that you were allowed to invite your family.
Late, yeah. Like, I think it's when the Heat played the Celtics. So I think it was.
Was it that late?
Yeah, because I remember the big deal was that Tatum got to see his kid again. My friend's like, I remember the series, like, oh, the series is over. Tatum gets to see his kid. I'm like, you think Jimmy Butler gives a fuck about the kid? Can you bleep that out, by the way?
No, all natural. No, the only reason why I knew about the whole entire family thing was because of Tyler Hero and his girlfriend.
Oh, yes. That was another game changer. I remember the Miami Heat. That helped us win probably a couple games.
It really fired him up, that 37-point game. He's like, oh, she's coming? Yeah, time to light it up.
He had to. They're still together. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I don't know if Kyle Kuzma's that happy. Well, he's probably happy after he beat Tyler in the finals.
Yeah, probably.
Because that was his former girlfriend. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Are you done messaging people?
No, it's soccer.
You're looking at the soccer
chat?
like
anyone here? Poor Yek is like by himself.
Oh, Yek's already there?
It's Yek's.
Oh. Let's make this a 30-minute. We got about 15 minutes left. Anything else you'd like to say about the NBA restart?
What's happening in the off season? Who's getting signed? Like how? Like one of the teams talking to people? Are they already?
Oh, okay. So I believe the free agency starts the 20th.
Okay. Of November?
Of November, or is that the draft? I
Yeah,
think they're
now
about.
I'm into the draft.
I think the draft is 20th, and free agency starts the 22nd.
Okay. We'll have another episode on the draft, but I think Lonzo Ball
Yeah,
goes
because
first.
Lonzo Ball.
what's
You mean
his name?
LaMelo Ball? LaMelo's his brother. Lonzo Ball's already plays for the Pelicans.
yeah.
Don't worry.
Or what's his name? Anthony Edwards.
From Georgia.
Yeah.
He had his own like exhibition tryout.
He
and
had
a bunch of guys showed up.
He had like everyone show up to like his games. Like he had LeBron trying to go to Georgia. He had like Chris Paul go. I don't know if it was at Georgia. I think it was the exhibition game.
I don't know why LeBron and Chris Paul are going. It's not like they're going to be able to recruit him to their team.
I mean, they just want to see the guy to know like what's the next generation of talent.
I think the next generation's already here though.
The thing is, it's like those kinds of play. Like you know when LeBron and Anthony Davis are close.
Yeah.
Because LeBron has like his camps, and then Anthony Davis met LeBron at one of those camps.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then like, LeBron's like his daddy.
But don't you already think the next wave of talent is already here? We got Trae Young. I'm sure we got Tyler Hero already.
Every year is
DeAndre
different.
Ayton.
Every year, like you never know.
You think?
I mean, the year that LeBron came in, everyone's like, "Oh, it's just LeBron." But then think about it, it was LeBron, Carmelo, Bosh, Wade.
Wade, yeah.
Like,
who else was in that draft?
I have no.
It was a pretty stacked draft.
It was stacked.
It was a stacked.
Then you have that draft with KD. There's more people.
That was the draft where the Trailblazers had the #1 pick, and they took Greg Oden over Kevin Durant.
But that draft was also stacked because I think Curry was in that draft.
Yeah, from Davidson, and he was a pretty high pick from a player from Davidson.
Okay.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, it was 2007 draft.
For the Kevin Durant one?
Yeah. Because I think this was also when Kawhi.
Kawhi.
No, it wasn't Kawhi.
Kawhi, I think it was a bit later.
Kawhi's draft was also stacked. No, it wasn't Kevin Durant's that was stacked, and Steph Curry wasn't.
Who was in Kevin Durant's draft class?
Greg Oden, Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Jeff Green. Not a stacked draft.
I mean, it's not a bad one.
It's a pretty bad.
Al
draft.
Horford had a few good years.
Nick Young, 16th pick.
I wouldn't really consider him a gem.
I love Swaggy P. Marc Gasol in the second round.
Really? Marc Gasol was in that draft? I thought he was a bit older.
No, he's way younger than his brother.
Yeah, I knew that, but I thought Mark was probably like 2004,
I
2005.
think I was thinking about the Steph Curry draft. 2009. It was probably 2009. It was the draft I think that Kawhi was in. Yeah, it was this draft.
It was Kawhi?
But I don't think Kawhi
What were
was
the
in this
picks?
one. Blake Griffin, James Harden, Ricky Rubio, Tyreek Evans, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Jennings, Drew Holiday, Jeff Teague.
And then you scroll a bit too more and you see a bunch of bench players.
Which one was the Kawhi draft? Kawhi was 2011.
2000.
It's the 2011 draft I'm referring to. This draft was
wait.
stacked.
So hold on. Kawhi went to the finals as a sophomore player in the NBA?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And he was a stud.
And he balled.
He balled.
He also slid in the draft. He was 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who went first in that draft?
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
This draft was stacked. Look.
I mean, Kyrie was in a very terrible phase. Kyrie. You know, you've been having trouble saying differentiate.
I'm not good with names. I'm not good with names.
You've had some difficulty.
It started with
Kyler.
Case.
You said Kyrie and then Kendall and then like Kyler.
Kyler Murray, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard.
No, you know who Kyler Murray is after he put up 400 yards.
Okay. Kyrie Irving, Derek Williams, who's a good dunker, but he was probably, I guess not. I wouldn't say bust because I'm not even like an NBA guy. Enes Kanter, really good center. Tristan Thompson, decent center. Jonas Valanciunas, really good center.
This is a really weak draft.
What you mean?
Okay.
Brandon Knight was really good too.
I see 4 good players. No.
Kemba Walker.
I see 4 good players. It was Kawhi, Kemba, Clay, and who was this? Who was up there?
Marquise.
And Kyrie.
But like the thing is, a lot of these players are still in the draft, are still in the league.
Yeah, I know, but they're role players. I only see about 4 names that are legitimate starters.
Tobias Harris.
Well, Tobias Harris is a pretty good starter for Philadelphia. Chill.
Freed. Reggie Jackson was really good.
Reggie Jackson played for Detroit, right?
Yeah, he was really
He was a
good.
good
Norris
shooter.
Cole. Coltrane. Miami.
I was actually very mad about that pick.
Really?
That was LeBron's pick. He basically forced the organization to make that pick and then left. That was extremely unprofessional.
But nah, this was
Or no,
2011.
That was 2011.
You're talking about
Who was the pick that he made? Then he
the guy
left.
from Connecticut.
Yeah.
I forgot. He was not good.
No, he was not good, and we traded him immediately.
Jimmy Butler was the 30th pick in this draft too.
Oh, he was in
I'm
this draft?
telling you, this draft was stacked.
Okay, I didn't know Jimmy Butler was in this draft. I didn't know Jimmy was in this draft.
This guy. Like,
No, I didn't.
One player's gonna change his mind on an entire draft.
No. It wasn't just him. I saw Bohan Bogdanovic on that draft order too.
Isaiah Thomas.
He was good for like 2 years until he got hurt.
He's still good.
No, he's not.
Just
I don't even know where he's
underrated. No
playing.
one gives him a chance.
I don't know where he's even playing.
He's playing for Detroit.
Is he?
No, he's a free agent.
That's what I thought.
Damn.
He played good for Boston.
Not
That was a hell of a team.
It wasn't even Detroit. It was Washington West.
He had great years in Boston. He got hurt.
It was him fighting with that fan that killed him off.
No, I think it was his injuries as well.
Just,
And then he went to Phoenix, had a mediocre time there, went to LA, and was just kind of non-existent from that point on. I always get Isaiah Thomas and Rajon Rondo confused for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
They have similar builds and similar abilities. But that's besides the point. Free agents, who do you think Miami's going to get? If any moves.
I think they wait for Giannis. If they don't get Giannis, maybe Oladipo. But I just hope they don't trade.
No.
I hope they don't trade anybody. We don't need anyone leaving. Besides Miles Leonard. I'm kidding. I like Miles Leonard.
You know who's the players representative of our team for the NBA PA?
Really?
Yeah.
I like Miles Leonard. He twitches.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's
not a
very good player.
He just needs to defend. He can score. Like, he had a 30-point playoff game at one time for the Blazers.
Yeah, where was that for us?
Because we just don't play him because he can't defend.
No.
He's a defensive liability.
We gave him plenty of opportunities in Toronto. We gave him plenty of opportunities during the regular season. He did not produce, and that's why we didn't play him during the playoffs. Are you getting a message?
No, I'm seeing what time it is.
What time is it?
6:30, and I think Monty's here.
Oh, perfect. We have our guest again.
Our special guest.
Who
Who will actually be on this time.
Huh?
This is episode
1A.
2.
Possibly just 1.
But technically it's episode 3. Because we recorded that one in the park that's never going to get released.
Ever.
That
was probably one of our worst moments.
I think it's deleted.
Deleted.
I hope so. I hope it is.
No, I still have it in my covers.
Okay, well.
Just in case I need to blackmail you one day.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the next topic.
Let me just check to see if he's actually here. Oh, he's actually here. Let me see.
He's literally looking out the window.
Is he?
But no, I'm talking about you.
No, yeah,
I'm talking to our fans. You can't just leave them hanging.
Imagine our fans just like stacking up right there.
Hopefully one day y'all like just.
Let me open the door. Keep talking. Talk about Goran Dragic or something.
Okay, well this is Carlos's corner, part of the Jumbo and Low show.
Adi!
Right now, during these times of COVID, it's nice to know that the American Major League sports are allowing us to watch sports.
All right, I heard you monologue for 1 minute. I couldn't take it anymore. All right, back to Goran Dragic.
And that has been the Carlos's corner.
That's actually a good. We could create that little site if you want. You know, while you're playing Call of Duty all day, we can just have Carlos's corner.
We should. I want to start recording on my PS5. I got the camera set up.
That'd be fun, actually.
You're
just talking about nonsense while you're playing.
Yeah, I want to do a Madden franchise and like give my input on like
for the PS5.
Like a realistic one. Yeah, when it comes out in December.
But you already have the game and it's crossplay with PS5.
I do, but like I played the PS4 version. I'm very adamant, like I want to play the PS5 version.
But when
I could download the PS4 one and play it on the PS5. It's the same thing as the PS4.
Is it gonna be the same optics as the PS4?
If I download it right now, but in December, no. In December, it's different.
But do you have to pay again?
No.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, then. Unlike like other games, like Call of Duty, you have to pay like $10 to get like both of them. Which is weird.
For Warzone?
It's like you're only allowed to buy like a bundle. It's weird.
That's weird. Okay, he says lad. Open the door. Shh. This man has no respect for our podcast. God bless. What other games are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get Hogwarts. There's a
Hogwarts?
There's a Harry Potter game coming out.
No,
I'm a Harry Potter guy. I have a Harry Potter scar by the way. Right now.
No, you don't. Are you serious?
Yeah. Right there.
Did you do that yourself as a kid or something?
Yeah.
wait. You're like, I love Harry Potter. I don't think the viewers will be able to see.
Yo, plebeian, I called you 3 times.
Did you just call me a plebeian?
Yes.
Oh my
I called you a plebeian.
Come sit down.
Everyone welcome
We're talking-
our special guest.
We're
Mati.
talking for like
Back,
the
boys.
we're talking about the PS5.
Again? Oh, not again.
Not what do you mean again?
You're talking about the PS5. What about it? What do we need?
We're
to
talking about how this kid has been playing PS5 for the past 2 days and doing nothing.
I really have.
He's
man.
failing. He's been failing his classes.
I have not. I'm an intellectual.
You know what I think you do? So just for the viewers, Carlos is one of the lead tutors at the SAC, and he's
You
supposed
don't
to
even know what the SAC is.
the Student Athlete Academic Center for FIU, and he's supposed to be watching the recordings of other tutors.
Hey, don't bring this up, man. This brought me down.
And-
Dude, I was up from 7:30 to 10:30, literally watching those videos, and then I finished all the observations for the videos that are only like 10 minutes long. And then Victor got on me, like he's like, "Oh, you have to watch them all." Like,
Wait,
oh,
why do you have to watch? Why do you have to watch the recording of students?
Because it's observations. We need to make sure. Well, gosh,
Can you like
I'm so-
edit this to just like zoom in? I'm sure they don't want to hear
I'm
about
so
my work life.
nostalgic. Oh, I said we as if I was still a lead tutor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
you got kicked off that boat.
I'm what he said. I'm what he calls a plebeian now.
You're a plebeian. He's a normal tutor.
No, but what happened? Why did he make you go through the
No, because you have
recording?
to observe,
You
make
have
sure.
to make sure they're not like whipping out anything.
What do you mean, like?
Have you gotten to one of my recordings yet or no?
Huh?
Have you gotten to one of my recordings?
No, I didn't get one of yours.
Damn, you gave it to Ale then.
Yeah, probably. I got like the thing is I got like 5 recordings that were like 2 of them didn't work and 3 of them were like 10 minutes long each. One of the 10-minute long ones was just no face, no video.
You're supposed to have your camera on.
Yeah, exactly. So I put it in the observation report, and then I get scolded. He's like, I'm very concerned. Your observations are only 10 minutes apart from one another. And I'm like, the video's only 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then he didn't reply.
Man, he doesn't like you.
He doesn't. Like
What, your
Just
boss
kidding.
doesn't like you?
No, he likes us. He's just, I don't know what he's going
He's
through right now.
stressed.
He's very stressed right now.
Because, like, one, it's the end of the semester and registration just opened. So I know all his students are like, hey, Victor, I need a meeting.
Yeah,
I need a meeting.
this.
I can't take this class.
I'm failing this class. Please help me.
I'm not eligible. Okay, how am I going to tell coach? I don't know how to say it.
The fact,
Can we just skip
the fact,
through this?
no, hold on. The fact that you just said register for classes, that just did not comprehend with like in my brain right now, and I'm sure it didn't comprehend it in his
I
brain.
have no idea what you guys are talking
Because
about.
we're lucky.
We're graduating. That's why.
Yeah,
I
we're
have
zoned
to-
out. I am zoned
Yeah.
out right
I
now.
have 4 credits left because I'm a super senior.
That's it. Why didn't you just take the 4 credits now?
I can't. It's a flow chart.
What?
Like it's
Oh,
lab
you
one,
need to
lab
complete.
2.
Oh,
Take lab
okay.
one
I
first.
understand.
It's a fucked up system.
I'm so
So
sorry.
wait. So I mean, you have to take one more semester just to do one class?
I have to take one more semester for 2 classes.
Yeah, because one is a lab, which is 1 credit, and then it's a lecture for.
And also a 0 credit class, which is
Why didn't you take them before?
I
That's so,
can't. I physically couldn't.
that's so plebeian like.
It's the system draining my money.
Basically, they're just like, no, we're just gonna squeeze a couple of them
They're
in,
like,
30 grand from you.
Let's take another $800 and more student loan tax and interest.
Just for 2 classes, and just for 4 credits.
4 months of
4 credits.
interest.
4 months of classes for 4 credits.
You got that 0 interest student loan, right?
Right now, yeah.
Right now, yeah. What happened?
Because of COVID. There's
Oh,
0.
and then
Oh.
then 2 years from now, when you haven't finished back paying your loans, they're like adjustable rate. Let's give them 5%.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna work for the federal government or
I thought you
a
said you're-
public
I
institution.
thought you said you were getting your PhD.
I am, but then I'm gonna work with a school, a public school.
Okay.
If you work in the
And they
public
drain
system,
them of their money.
Smart. You're technically a federal worker, and if you're a federal worker for 10 years or 15,
Your loans are white.
They're not white. Actually, no, yeah,
They
they're
are
white.
white. Yeah.
So basically, wait. This is what I'm understanding, right? Don't pay college.
Don't just work for
Work for the government, and in 10 years, I don't have to pay a dime.
Yeah.
Mati, I think you just figured out your career path.
I might as well go work for the fucking government now.
My worst case scenario is going into the army and then CIA agent. Call of Duty has changed my professional.
Call of Duty is what made me like fucking not plebeian like.
You stop.
I agree.
Mixing hands with women.
Call of Duty raises the man in you. Buy Warzone now.
If you're gonna go on the CIA, you're gonna be more of like an Edward Snowden other than like a Jason Bourne.
I'm gonna be like
I'm your
Mason
fucking
Boyce.
James Bond, the fucking CIA boys.
That
I'm
was
kidding.
MI6.
I'm gonna be like the little nerd.
yeah,
like,
you-
just doing that.
You're gonna be Edward Snowden, essentially.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Edward Snowden is?
No.
I know who I don't actually.
Are you serious?
Two people in this room don't know, and you know. So
Dude,
there's
we're
a
not
mystery.
old like you.
Yeah, we're cool.
That's probably that's true.
Quality banter that.
Yeah.
I'll banter to that too.
Are we entering this?
We got off top, like we went into sports and then we went into the sack, which I don't want that whole conversation about. You're cutting it off here. Right?
You don't want that?
I don't want. What if Victor sees it?
Yes, he's definitely one of our 13 viewers. Of course, yes.
You already have 13 viewers.
Can you like blank out the names that we
Yes, I'll
say?
blank out the name.
Okay.
Beep.
But we have a right to call them out if we want.
We do.
And not get fired. It's called the Title IX lawsuit, buddy.
I'll make
How,
sure.
how would you like to join me in a class action lawsuit against our university?
I will bet it that I'll join.
What?
I'll go in and mixing hands with women.
Would you like to get a quick message for our fantasy team
Oh.
initiative?
Alright, so from now on, we've decided to name our teams banterish names. Like mixing hands with women,
Jeez.
Tyree kills daycare.
Jesus.
Kareem's kickboxing dojo.
Yeah, that one too. Oh, let's not forget BJ Chark as well.
Wait, what's the other one? Oops, I crap my fans.
Mati, let's give the fans your weekly fantasy tip of the week.
You know, I'm gonna go through a bunch of players. I'm gonna do starter sit with you.
Alright,
All right, Justin Jackson, starter sit him.
sit him.
Why?
Because he's injured.
Yeah. I thought I'd throw you a little curveball at the beginning.
I would have said start. I was about to say start, but I was like, wait, he's injured.
He's injured.
Sit him.
All right, how about this one? Antonio Brown or Chris Godwin? Get in the shot, by the way. Come here.
Antonio Brown.
Get in the shot. Come on.
Oh, am I gonna get him
Yeah,
a shot
get in the
now?
shot.
Uh,
Sit right here.
I don't know. You know what? I reckon I'd start both. See where it goes.
Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin.
I'd start both.
As long as we're not starting Mike Davis, right?
Mike Devin.
Mike Evans.
Evans.
Damn it.
I think you meant Evans. Oh, Evans is the big time sit for me, boys.
Aaron Rodgers or Justin Herbert?
Aaron Rodgers. That even
Rodgers
a question?
for Rodgers for days, boys.
Okay, thanks guys for providing input because I'm actually dealing with that struggle who to start this week.
Dude, all right, let's compare matchups. Miami versus Jaguars.
I play Monty this week.
You play him?
No,
Yeah.
no, you don't. You play Nate.
No, he already beat Nate.
I don't.
No, he
I
lost
lost
to Nate.
to
He
Nate.
lost to
You
Nate.
lost to Nate.
Who
No. I play Drake Don't Miss.
You play Drake.
I'm good.
I mean,
I hope.
that's your friend. Are you gonna tell him to like adjust his lineup or?
He hasn't done it all season. I'm not gonna tell him for me.
I have a question. Is your friend a millionaire or something like that? Because he's just throwing money away,
It's
just like that.
$5.
Okay, that's
I
five.
helped fund the
That's
league.
one-
It's like I went around the neighborhood and asked like, oh, do you want to buy a chocolate bar? That's exactly what I did, except for fantasy. I'm like, oh, you want to join
That's
fantasy?
one whole chop that man is
Chocolate
wasting.
chops.
He joined because I think he wanted to like, oh, I want to see what fantasy's about, and then he realized it's a lot more effort than it is.
Well, tell him he's not
He,
joining us next
he
year.
was out of it week one.
Yeah.
Week one.
Hey, tell him he's not receiving an invitation back next year.
In his defense, he's doing better than your friend
Somebody
John.
No, I know.
Nate's calling me.
He's also not getting an invitation next week.
Or next year.
Next year, sorry. Next year for our fantasy, we actually have
Well,
our
are
first
you calling
woman.
me because the plebeian Jumbo?
Hey, we're having a podcast here. We're having our
Oh,
first
well,
woman join our
so
fantasy
we'll
league
be
next year.
involved.
So big steps.
It's like Nia Jin.
Who?
What's the name of the
Kim
mother?
Eng.
Kim Jong Un.
Kim. Oh my god. You can't do that.
We're not. Never. We're cutting it.
We're not talking about Kim
That's
Jong
been episode 1/2 of the Jumbo and Low Show. We'll see you next
Start
week.
the Dolphins defense.